Hello students, I hope you all are doing great. Before starting today's session, I would like to congratulate you all that you all have stepped into the professional world, and as soon as you step into the professional world, you know there are many new challenges you have to face. Am I right? Of course, I am right, I know. But never mind, there are new challenges, but are going to learn new more things also. These new challenges are going to teach us many new things and we will explore a lot. Now let us come to our today's session and discussion. I am going to talk about the syllabus of your paper 2B, that is business correspondence and reporting. This paper carries the weightage of 40 marks. Now the first part of this paper is your business law, which carries weightage of 60 marks, and the second part is 2B, business correspondence and reporting, of 40 marks. Now you know children that these marks are very important, but these marks are easy to score also, because the topics which we are going to cover in this syllabus are the topics which you have done in your previous class. That if I talk about your 12th class, you have done many of the topics, but there are few topics which are new also. So we'll just discuss today only the syllabus, and in my next lecture we will start with the first chapter, communication. Now what is the objective of this chapter, of this syllabus? To acquire and develop a good communication skills, requisites for business correspondence and reporting. See children, in the beginning of my session I told you that you have stepped into a professional world. Now professional means it has its own challenges, and now when I talk about good communication, now if your communication skills are poor, then you won't be able to communicate with anyone properly. So it is very important to have good communication skills, orally or in the written form. Communication can be done in many ways. So your oral communication, your verbal communication, and the written communication, that is your correspondence and your reporting, everything should be perfect. Then only you will be successful in your professional world. Now let us see the contents. Now first chapter is communication, which will include types of communication, directions, network, process, problems of communication, barriers of communication. Then we have types of communication, interpersonal skills, listening skills, emotional intelligence, etc. Then our second part will be sentence types and word power. As you know that communication, from where do you get this communication power? This communication power is got by the language. And language, how do you build your language? With good vocabulary, proper sentence formation, proper use of words. Like if I say, when I talk about verbal communication, you don't need punctuations or you don't need much to speak. You can speak it easily if you are aware of the language. But when it comes to the written communication, so you should know, you should have the knowledge of punctuation, spellings, words, and the word power. So it is very important. So we are going to study sentence type and word power. Then sentence type. In sentence types, what are we going to cover? Direct, indirect speech, active, passive speech. Now see, you have already done this. These are the topics from your grammar which you have done in your schooling time. Now sentence, what is a sentence? Definition of a sentence, classification of sentence based on connotations, assertive sentence. Types of sentences are assertive, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory, and optative. Then moving forward, sentence structure. What is the structure? Sentence structure is again a very important topic. Now we should know how to frame a good sentence, a grammatically correct sentence. Now sentence, subject and predicate, verbs. You know what are verbs. There are many types of verbs. We are going to study about it. Then object, direct, indirect. Then complements. Then we are going to do adverbials, clause structures, then types of clauses. If you remember, the clauses you would have done in your 9th-10th classes. Types of clauses: independent clause, dependent clause, relative or noun clause. Then types of sentences. Now types of sentences: simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, compound complex sentence. Then moving to the most important part, then we'll do direct and indirect speech. We will see the rules of converting from direct to indirect speech and indirect to direct. What are the procedures? We'll be following the procedures, all the tense rules, all the changes in pronouns, tenses, models, changes of imperative sentences, then changes of exclamatory sentences, changes for interrogative sentences, all type of sentences we are going to see how they will change from direct to indirect. After that, we are going to see all the rules of converting indirect speech into direct speech. Then comes the active passive voice. This also you have read previously, but here the standard of the topics will definitely rise. Then verb, voice, active, passive, all the rules of changing from active to passive and from passive voice to active voice we will go through in detail. Then after that we have our vocabulary, root forms, the root forms of the verbs, then synonyms and antonyms. Then we have prefixes and suffixes, phrasal verbs, collocations and idioms. These are also very important because when you know the root forms, then only you can use the correct forms of verbs in your sentences while writing or while speaking. Then synonyms and antonyms will help you a lot while doing your writing skills. Then prefixes and suffixes, how the words are formed with the use of prefixes and suffixes. Then phrasal verb, then collocations and idioms. Here we are going to see the introduction, significance of improving the vocabulary, how to improve the vocabulary, root words, synonyms and antonyms, words formed by using prefixes and suffixes. All these topics will be covered. Then the third part of our paper, that is comprehension passage and note making. Now how comprehension passage you all know how to solve a comprehension passage, but still there are few very important things which we have to keep in mind. We are going to discuss all those things and we are going to do lots and lots of practice so that you score 40 out of 40 in this part. Now note making, all the rules of note making, we are going to do a deep study about it. Then after that, our fourth is developing writing skill. One more important part, introduction of basic writing. How can you write a letter? Business communication, letters are very important. Emailing is very important. Here, introduction of basic writing. Introduction, process of writing, style of writing, significance of writing skills for a student, writing, convictions, characteristics of good writing, do's and don'ts of good writing. Then we have précis writing here. What is précis writing? Features of good précis writing and how to write a précis. Do's and don'ts of précis writing, examples and exercises. We are going to do a lot of exercises also. Then article writing is there. You all know what is an article, what are the essential elements of an article, how to write, what is the format, how you are going to start your article, how the main ideas you are going to support, and then the conclusions. Then after that we have the report writing. Again we are going to discuss the format, the essential elements and what is a report, everything in detail. Now writing formal letters. Now letters play a very important role in communications. Now we are going to study types of letters. In letters we are having circulars, complaints, memos, promotional content, sales, recoveries, then detailed format for above, then date, solution, subject, body of the letter, first paragraph, second paragraph. This is the format actually. This is the format which we are going to discuss. Then points to remember. We are going to write lots and lots of letters. Then writing formal mails. you all have been using the e-system. Now writing mails is a very common in today's era. So we will learn how to write a proper formal mail. How to write a formal mail, writing effective mails using good vocabulary, good words, and to be able to communicate your things properly. Whatever you want to communicate, by using good words and good sentences and appropriate words to communicate your message. Then we will go through the format of mail, how we are going to write, what will be our strategy for writing a mail. We'll discuss all that. Then after that, resume writing. Now resume writing is again an essential part if we talk about professionalism. Whenever you will apply for a job, to resume, you will have to write a resume. We are going to learn how to write a resume over here. We have done job letters and resume writing in your previous class also, if you remember. Now all the details of resume writing will be discussed. Then meetings. Meetings, you would have done meetings in school with your teachers and with your friends. You would have attended meetings with your parents also in the school. But here we are going to talk about official meetings. Now writing a notice for the meeting, then the agenda of meeting, then drafting the minutes. What is drafting the minutes? Means writing the main points of the minutes of the meeting. Then action taken report. Now after the result of the meeting, it is also written. The report of the meeting is given, what action was taken regarding the meeting. These all are the topics which will be included in your 2B paper, that is business correspondence and communication.